Hello, I am Labella here with the SFL, and today I get to interview yesterday's winners, um, two Redskins players, Fru Deezul and Staples Price. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
And
Yes, thank you.
And how are you guys today?
We're
I'm
both doing
quite
very well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God, I knew he was gonna do something. It's okay. Okay, so yesterday's final score, of course, was 30-3. You guys pulling out a great win. How do you feel about that?
Overall, the first half was kind of tough, and it could have really teetered anyway. When we went onto the field, it was 7 players versus 7. Neither team had a lineup, but a full lineup. But the overall game was great for us. We really started to push it in the second half, and that's where we propelled to the victory.
Okay. Fru, how did you feel about your win?
I felt that it was a well-deserved win. I mean, we practiced a lot, and we knew what the Steelers had to offer, and we also scrimmed them the day before the game, which many people probably wouldn't do, but we decided that, well, there really wasn't any teams to scrim, so we asked the Steelers, and they said yes, and it was a good warm-up to see what they were going to do, and like you said, it was tough in the first half, but we came through in the second half. We got our full lineup in, they got their full lineup in, and we just proved what we could do on the field. Came through with the victory.
Okay. So let's break down the game a bit. First quarter, you guys scored pretty quickly. You guys got the ball at the kickoff, the coin toss, of course. What was the game plan? Was it to score quick, or did it just happen to be that way?
The game plan actually was to score as many TDs as we possibly could, as fast as we could. Mainly, we wanted to try and to be dominant on both sides of the ball. At first, when we played offense, we demonstrated this dominance, and we did well. I think it was the first play we ran for a TD, which we were very pleased with. But then we switched over to defense, and our defense didn't quite portray as we would have hoped. We were hoping to have a 4-and-out and get the ball back right after that, but they actually showed that they do have an offense, and they can move the ball quite well. They're good around the middle for sure, and they were taking advantage of that. So we had to change our game plan a little bit in order to fill those gaps and prevent them from gaining more yards and getting a touchdown. We did stop them, but they did get the field goal, which was good. They did that. But then our defense, after that, we started to really step our defense up. I think just adjusting to their offense took a little bit of time, and we didn't really expect that we would have to make as much adjustments to their offense.
How many adjustments did you guys make throughout the game?
As far as the Redskins go, we're constantly making adjustments because you're never facing the same thing usually again and again. They want to change their game, of course, to kind of fit ours, or we're changing ours to fit theirs. But usually we try to have the other team play our game like any other team would. So we just try to make minor adjustments here and there. Sometimes I'll move back and forth on defensive end to toy around with the quarterback and have him not entirely sure which way I'm coming or what I'm doing, which is nice. You just want to try and get in their head and see what you can do there. Football is a lot of a mental sport as it is physical. So you definitely want to try and play both sides.
Second Life is very physical, indeed.
Well, you know what I mean, though. It can be very mental. Any football, and especially in SL. So
90% mental, 10% physical.
Well, you guys managed to stop them, hold them to the field goal, of course. But then when you guys got the ball through, you threw a pretty big interception going into, halftime when the Steelers would be getting the ball back at halftime. So how did you feel throwing that interception so close to halftime?
Well, I didn't feel good about it, which would be expected. But, sometimes if you look at the NFL, quarterbacks throw interceptions. It's going to happen. You can do it with any team. You can't say that the Steelers secondary wasn't there. They made a really good play, and I didn't see him when I threw the ball, and I kind of overthrew Tremaine Handcroft a little bit, and he got the interception. Yeah, it was tough, but I came back and I threw for a TD. And we went back to our run game. We like to show that we can pass, but we always will fall back on our run game if the passing doesn't work.
So how was halftime for you guys? Were you guys panicking? Did you figure you got this? Or
Honestly, with halftime, with 1-minute quarters in the SFL, there applies a panic because the score is 8-3. If they score a touchdown, they're now ahead of us. And we have to come from behind and try and get ahead of them. So time is going really quickly, and we need to put together a plan to go out there and get that comfortable lead, after the half. So we were kind of processing that through the half and going, 8-3 really isn't that comfortable. We need to add more points to the board and definitely take care of that. So it was, we didn't feel threatened, but we definitely didn't feel comfortable.
Oh, okay. So overall, who do you guys think are your main playmakers, both on defense and offense, especially in last night's game?
Fru Deezul and Fru Deezul.
Honestly, our entire team is, I can't pick any specific person because we all make plays. Skite and Slade had an amazing tackle last night and crushed the middle on defense. On offense, we didn't really pass so much, but we do have great receivers that can catch the ball. But we wanted to demonstrate our run a little bit more. We were kind of, to be honest, we were just kind of going with a run game into that game anyway. We didn't really set up a pass game, even though passing would have been fine as well, but we were more going into that game with the game plan to really just run the ball mainly. So it really didn't highlight any of our receivers too much, but they're very good at what they do. So it's really hard to pick any individual who really shined in that game. Our defense was on really well, and our offense, it was mostly the Fru Deezul show with the run, but a lot of props to our blockers to make that happen.
Okay, and Fru, I just wanted to ask this before we end this. You just hit the QB range a couple games back, 2 games back, I believe, or 3. You could correct me.
I got it. My first game was against the Bucks, and so 3 games. I've played 3 games at quarterback.
How comfortable is your team with you right now? And great win against the Bucks as well. How did you guys feel beating their winning streak?
Oh, we were hyped. We were very hyped about that. Honestly, going into that game, me at quarterback for the first time in an actual SFL game, I've been playing around with quarterback all season, and if you look at the Redskins, we change our quarterback like we change underwear. And we tried a lot of different people there. We had Fearsome resident, and then we had Tremaine in for most of the season. We had Staples at the beginning of the season. And, we were just trying to find out which players were good in what position. And when I finally got quarterback and we played the Bucks, honestly, it really wasn't our offense that won the game for us. It was our defense. We had a few takeaways from the Bucks, and we were in Nick Renegade's face the majority of the game on defense. And I don't think the Bucks are really expecting that. Do I think that we could come back and do the same game over and have the same score? No, I don't, because the Bucks are a great team and they were undefeated for a reason. And just because we beat them just we put in a lot of hard work, and that's all that it takes. You got to put in the hard work, and it shows on the field. And I was very nervous playing quarterback for the first time, but yeah, I would say my team's comfortable with me playing at quarterback. What would you say, Staples?
We're very comfortable with it because we know you can throw. I mean, you've showed it in many different scrims that we've had, even prior to that. You've always had, I don't know, it just seems to be your niche. You've always had a thing, you could always run well. Your passing was good and only getting better. So, I mean, it was almost like a perfect fit. We did go through our lineup and we changed a few people in different positions. I used to play cornerback and wide receiver. I now play guard, tackle, and defensive end. It's it's a whole different element, but it's a better fit for me. And I believe that quarterback is a much better fit for Fru. And having Tremaine as wide receiver, which is Fru replaced Tremaine. I believe Tremaine is a much better wide receiver. I mean, he's a really good quarterback, don't get me wrong, but as a wide receiver, he's so much a threat to the defense that has to cover him.
Yeah, we like to call him Shazam because he makes things happen.
He pulls things out of the air, and he gets to where he needs to be. He's really good.
Was there a specific reason why you guys did that change? That's what I know.
You got it.
All right. I would say after our loss to the Cowboys and Packers, we had felt that some change needed to happen. We weren't sure exactly what, but we knew it needed to take place, and we just kind of sat down and. I mean, we didn't really sit down in a group or anything, but we kind of just talked amongst each other and decided that, maybe a few player shifts would be a good idea. And we started to do that. And everybody on the team is fine with playing any position that they need to. There's no superstars on the team or any egos that have to be cradled or anything like that. Everybody is all about the team and all about working together to bring forth the best opportunity to go out and win games.
All right. That's about it. Who do you guys play next, and when do you see you in the new year, right?
I think we play the Patriots next. I could be wrong. It's either the Patriots or the Dolphins.
Yeah. We have a long break. We have a month break, so we're going to enjoy Christmas with our families, and after that, we're going to go right back to practicing and putting in our hard work. Everybody needs a break sometimes.
You guys are in the Christmas show, I believe. All right. Thank you guys so much. Great game yesterday. It's really good to talk to you. If you guys forgot, it's Fru, Deezul, and Staples Price. Yay. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you for having us. I like turtles.